experience. Guidance moves beyond data benchmarking. How do I compare to others? Best practices, who is a good example, and predictive analytics. Why are they effective? To personal insight. How can I be more effective? Steve's recommendations balance use of both structured information, data, and unstructured information, observation, to offer guidance that makes the knowledge he shares not simply informative, but productive. Balancing inside out and outside in. Steve consistently connects what happens inside an organization, e.g., employee attitudes, to what happens outside the organization, e.g., customer attitudes. As I have studied, this virtual cycle of external context connecting to internal actions creates a virtual spiral to make progress in both organizations and society. The future of work is not just taking care of people, but taking care of people so that customers feel taken care of, and customers feel taken care of because of the people who care for them. Customers, employees, and shareholders are more important than the others. Companies must attend to and improve the experience of all groups to be successful. You will discover your own insights from this wonderful book. Reflecting on the paradoxes and topics it addresses, my evolving mantra might be, organizations don't think, people do. But organizations shape how people think, act, and feel, and by doing so improve personal, organizational, and societal outcomes that matter to all of us. Thanks for a wonderful book that makes a difference both for the future of work and for the future of society. Dave Ulrich, Rensis Likert Professor, Ross School of Business, University of Michigan. Partner, the RBL Group. Introduction. How we managed people in the past will not work in the future. Why are we still using management methods created during the Roman Empire? A lot of roads and buildings in Europe can be traced to the Roman Empire. In some cases, people literally walk on stones placed more than 2,000 years ago. Many other inventions created by the Romans also continued to shape our lives. Some endured because they still work, such as crop rotation in farming. Others are still used because they are familiar, even if they are not very effective. Hierarchical organization structures and the associated org charts used by companies belong in this category. Org charts categorize workforces based on how they are connected via higher-level leadership positions. If the person in the role of Governor of Imperial Provinces, on the left of Figure 1.1, had an issue with the Administrator of Rome and Italy, on the right, they would first go to their leader, the Amici Caesaris, who would talk to the Proco Imp Maius, who would then communicate to the Concilium Semestre, who would finally tell the admin of Rome and Italy. This top-down method for workforce management has been familiar to leaders since the Roman Empire, but it has significant limitations when applied to the modern workforce. Hierarchical organizational structures were created to manage workforces during a time when work was largely defined by geography. Prior to the 21st century, where people physically lived heavily influenced the work they did and whom they worked with. Team members all worked in the same building with their immediate leaders. Org charts usually mirrored how the workforce was structured geographically. The rise of the Internet economy has created a split among people's location, roles, and work relationships. Teams are no longer constrained by geography. It is common for people to work in one city, report to a manager in another city, and collaborate with people across the world. Org charts might accurately reflect how a company reports financial numbers, but they contain little information about the roles, social interactions, and relationships that drive those numbers. Where an employee is placed on an org chart may tell little about what they do or who they work with. The continued use of org charts